want you to make a number bond. Let's think about what a number bond is.
Is it one of those things? 3 circles connected by lines.
Yeah, it's circles. We're gonna have our main number, which is the total, and then we're going to break it apart into some pieces. So if I ask you to use a number bond to show 1 decomposed into 4 units, what would that look like?
We have 1 at the top and 3 at the bottom.
If I wanted you to show 1 decomposed into 4 units,
You have 4 at the bottom.
I would have 4 at the bottom. You're right. I'm going to break 1 into 4 equal parts. Remember, a unit is just a part.
4 tentacles.
What would the value of each of those parts be if I was breaking 1?
1/4.
1/4. How did you know it was 1/4, Christopher?
Because there are 4 units.
Yeah. If we break 1 into 4 equal parts, then we know that would be fourths. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. I want you to write that as a sum of unit fractions.
What?
How would we write that as a sum of unit fractions? What would we do, Justice?
Didn't you do like 1/4 plus 1/4?
Yeah, exactly. We're just going to add all those 1/4s.
4/4.
1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. And what does all that equal? 4/4 or 1 whole. We know those are the same amounts. What if I did this? I put parentheses around these groups. How could I rewrite that equation to show what's been... What's it going to be, Christopher?
2/4.
Yeah, in the first set of parentheses, 1/4 plus 1/4 is 2/4. In the second set of parentheses, I have another 2/4. So I could rewrite that as 2/4 plus 2/4. And that still is equal to 1 whole. Does that represent the same thing?
Yeah.
See if you can come up with another number sentence, a different grouping that would still equal 1/4.
Wait, do we have to use the 4 1/4? Okay,
You have to come up with another number sentence using fourths that adds up to 1 whole.
Oh, okay.
What could we do, Dylan?
3/4 plus 1/4.
3/4 plus 1/4 equals 1 whole. What else could we do, Scotty? 4/4 plus 0 equals 1 whole. Cash? 2/4 plus what?
2.
2/4 plus 2 wholes doesn't equal 1. That would equal 2 2/4. What else could we do, Harper?
1/4 plus 3/4 equals 1 whole.
Yeah, we can flip that around and do 1/4 plus 3/4 equals 1 whole. How could I use 2/4? We already have 2/4 plus 2/4. What else could I do so that I could make a number sentence using 2/4 equals 1? What else would I need to add?
To equal 1?
2/4 plus what?
You could do 2/4 plus plus 1 plus 1.
Yeah, 2/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 1. Hey, Christopher, did you have another one?
I don't know if this is right or not, but I did 5/4 minus 1/4 equals 4/4.
Okay, that would work. That's not an addition sentence, but that is a true equation. 5/4 minus 1/4 equals 4/4, or 1 whole. Okay, so we can look and we can create all kinds of number sentences by changing our numbers around that still hold the same value, can't we? All right, I want you to erase your work map. Okay. Now I want you to draw me a tape diagram. What shape is a tape diagram?
Ooh, rectangle.
A rectangle.
Rectangle. I like shirt.
Okay, so you've got your tape diagram that's the shape of a rectangle.
And it has a weird thing on top.
Okay. We can make a bracket on the top to show that it's equal to 1. Or if we just leave the bracket off, we don't put a bracket, then we would assume that it's 1 whole. Okay. I want you to split your tape diagram in half. In half. Okay. Now I want you to split your half in half. Split both of your halves in half. How many parts will you have now if you split?
You have 4.
Mm-hmm. You're going to have to see if there's one over there. I'm out. Okay. Now I want you to split each of your fourths in half.
What?
So I split each of those fourths in half.
You'll make it
What size are my pieces now, Justice? Eighths. How did you know those were eighths? Yeah. And we could also count them to see that there's 8 equal parts. All right, I want you to shade in 7 of your 8 parts.
7 of them? Okay. That's just most of all except one. Hey, you made like a hot pot. That was so hard. Hey, look, I have a hot pocket. So do I. But mine has a face.
Hey, what fraction is represented by the shaded portion?
7/4 or 8.
7/8. I have 7/8. In 2 minutes, I want you to come up with as many possible equations to equal 7/8 as you can.
Oh, okay.
I want you to come up with as many possible ways to make 7/8 as you can. Write those down.
Do they all have to be addition?
They do not have to only be addition.
I think all mine are going to be addition. Can I go get another? Whoa, I'm doing one. I only have 2 done. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you're talking, you're distracting someone else.
Can they be backwards?
Do what?
Can they be like?
Can you like flip them around? Is that what you mean? Mm-hmm. tell me one that you have.
2/8 plus 5/8.
2/8 plus 5/8 equals 7/8. I agree with that. Ansley, tell me something you have.
4/8 plus 3/8.
7/8 equals 4/8 plus 3/8. Very good. What have you got, Dylan? Tell me one.
I got one that was 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 1/8.
2/8 plus 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 1/8. Very good. What have you got, Owen? 9/8 minus 2/8.
Nice one.
Okay. What have you got, Olivia?
10/8 minus 3/8 equals 7/8.
Very good. 10/8 minus 3/8 equals 7/8. Jacob?
4/8 plus 3/8 equals 7/8.
4/8 plus 3/8 equals 7/8. Amy?
7/8 plus 0/8.
7/8 plus 0 or 0/8. Very good. You got one, Christopher?
Yeah, mine is long now.
Okay.
I did 28 minus 10/8 plus 3/8 minus 6/8.
28 minus 10/8. Then what?
Plus 3/8. And then minus 6/8.
Okay. And that would all equal 7/8. If we did 28 minus 10/8, that gives us 10/8. Plus 3/8 gets us to 13/8. Then if we take 6/8 away from that, that would equal 7/8. All right. Give us one more, Justice.
You could do 8/8 minus 1.
8/8 minus 1/8 equals 7/8. You're correct. Hey, I think this was Owen's. Owen said 2/8 plus 2/8.
No, that wasn't mine.
That wasn't yours?
That was mine.
That was yours, Dylan. Sorry. 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 1/8 is equal to 7/8. What if I rewrote that one like this?
Wait, I know. Well,
Is that the same?
yeah, so I basically made I basically wrote what you just wrote, but different.
Yeah, you used repeated addition. 2/8 plus 2/8 plus 2/8. That's the same as 2/8 times 3, or 2/8 3 times, isn't it? So I could rewrite exactly what Dylan had as the multiplication problem, and then if I add the 1/8 to that, that gets me to 7/8. What's the same about all the equations?
They all equal 7.
They all equal 7/8. Yeah, exactly. So there's all kinds of, we could go all day coming up with different ways to write those equations.
Yeah, this whole board will be covered.
Yeah, we could do that all day long. But the important thing to remember is that there's always multiple ways that we can decompose numbers or fractions to make them easier to work with, depending on what we're doing.
So basically, any of them could be multiplied.
They can be, yes.
Cause I got one that
They
was
could be.
long.
What if I wanted to make this a sum of unit fractions? What is the unit fraction that would match?
1/8.
Yeah.
Times 7.
We could do 1/8 times 7
Yep.
equals 7/8. Or if I wanted to make a sum of unit fractions, I would do 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 to get 7/8.